More comedy to come tonight. Here on BBC One, it's Jack Dee's Happy Hour in 35 minutes. And on BBC Two, in a few moments, John Bird and Sarah Lancashire in Chambers.
We're on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
Hello and welcome to They Think It's All Over with Gary and Rory as an Aussie spin bowler whose career has been plagued by injury. Only this summer he strained his throat, having to shout, "How's that?" so often. Shane Moore. With David and Jonathan is a comedian who started out as a market gardener, so he'll be used to dealing with rows of immature vegetables. Ed Byrne. We kick off the series with What's Going On. David's team, take a look at this.
Signor Eriksson.
Sì.
Aspetta.
Non lo so cos'è.
Non lo sa.
Ho una zebra.
Ma... Che cos'è?
Non lo so cos'è. Ah, grazie Attilio, una lama.
Ma non è possibile!
That was Sven, of course, wasn't it?
Was indeed.
Or Sir Sven, as I believe he'll soon be known.
Of course.
That's another one who's beaten you to it, David. One down with all them letters after her name.
West will beat him to it.
As a proud and patriotic Englishman, may I be the first to say how proud and excited I was at the weekend to watch our brave boys defeat the Germans so magnificently. I was watching at home with my 3 children, or Sven, Sveniata and Svetlana, as they're now known. It was absolutely, perhaps the most sensational television I've seen all year. And I'm going to mention his name in every sentence. I've won out.
What about Michael Owen, though, scoring 3 goals against the Germans?
Do you know what? It reminded me of you. When I'm not being funny, it reminded me of you when I saw Michael Owen score 3 goals against the Germans. I thought, geriatric. And I thought of you. That's what we can say.
1-0 against Holland.
What's a good result?
The person I feel sorry for is David Beckham, of course, you know, captain of England, but he won't really appreciate the significance of the result until he learns to count to 5. I couldn't believe it when I saw it up on the scoreboard there, Germany won, England, loads of goals.
I love David Beckham because, you know, because of him, English people don't make Irish jokes anymore.
They seem to have nicked the sort of round from our show there, but it struck me that they got the best of the deal on the presenter side. They get pure pulchritude, we get the fat bloke who does ITV digital ads.
It's the correct answer for 3 points. Yes, indeed.
Well done.
It is indeed. That was indeed an excerpt from the Feel the Animal round from the Italian version of this show. Sven-Göran Eriksson, watched by his then Lazio squad, managed correctly to identify a zebra and a llama. When Sven was appointed, the Daily Mail's Jeff Powell said, "We've sold our birthright down the fjord to a nation of 7 million skiers who spend half their lives in darkness." Whereas we, on They Think It's All Over, said, "What a great idea to appoint Sven-Göran Eriksson. Why, who knows, by September 2001, we could end up winning 5-1 in Munich. With goals from Owen, 3, Gerrard and Heskey. Possibly." Sven-Göran Eriksson claims that he lost £6 million in tax when he took up residence here as the England manager, but he still made an overall profit when he found Terry Venables' special drawer. Gary's team, here's yours. So, posh cars for the big boys there, but why the Robin Reliant at the end?
It's the most embarrassing vehicle in football, apart from Andy Townsend's tactics truck. Have you seen that Premiership? Have you seen the Premiership?
No, I watch all the Premier League goals on BBC News.
I
find it's a more in-depth coverage.
I tried to watch the Premiership all the other day, and all I saw was Buffett here advertising crisps. That's all I saw.
Will it be Sultan's Fenlinger now? I watched the Premiership, I must say, and I'll be honest with you, I thought it was lovely. You know the best thing of all? Hardly any bloody football getting in the way. That's what I like. That's the problem with your show. I used to watch your show for the thinly veiled sexual tension between you and Lawrenson. He'd say something leading you on like, I think Arsenal a bit tight at the back. What about you, Gary? Just when you're about to spill your hopes and dreams for your lovely partner, they put some bloody football in. If I were you, I'd sue. They've started using a Nick Hancock impersonator to try and promote the football on ITV. It wasn't you, though, was it, Nick?
It was me, yeah.
Nick, come on. Yeah. Times can't be that hard.
They are that hard.
Are you riddled with debt? Are you handcuffed with debt?
Look, I'll turn down jobs that I think are really shit. I turned down Film 2001.
Yeah. If you've got a big debt... Nick, don't do that. You can consolidate your debt into one manageable monthly... I've heard a bloke tell me about it on TV.
Shane, what sort of car do you drive?
A Ferrari.
Oh, a Ferrari.
Yes.
It's to do with cock size, isn't it, I think, you know? I think it correlates because you drive an Austin midget, don't you, David?
Oh, come on, does that mean you can tell a lot about a woman by what kind of a garage she's got?
Oh, no! I'll be able to look at my mum trimming that hedge round our garage again.
Oh. Especially when you go round and she says, just park here next to me Volvo.
It was like a Del Boys car, wasn't it?
It was a little bit.
That was Ian Hart, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was Ian Hart,
Leeds,
yeah.
And the players were gathered around like it was some sort of... Was it like the worst player of the week?
Worst player of the week, yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that.
Oh, yeah.
That was Leeds left-back Ian Hart driving to the recent game against Southampton in a 3-wheeled Robin Reliant. The player voted the worst performer in training at Leeds is forced to take the car home on a Friday night and drive it to the match the following day. When he found out that Ian Hart had been in an embarrassing model with a plastic body, Dwight Yorke was on the first train to Yorkshire. And at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Gary's team have 3 points. Time now for our sporting bluff round, where the teams decide who on the other side is speaking the truth and who is about as trustworthy as the England middle order facing Shane Warne. David, Jonathan and Ed, it's those all-conquering Aussies for you. Here they are wrapping up last week's 5th test to win the series 4-1, not 5-1, but 4-1, with a catch from Shane here.
And there it is. Phil Tufton has gone, caught by Warne, it slipped off McGrath. Glenn McGrath has come on from the Vauxhall end and he has suddenly wrapped up the innings, the match and the Ashes battle.
Australia's winning tactics were based on the teachings of Chinese warlord Sun Tzu.
Well read. Australia's winning tactics were based on Adolf Hitler's theory of blitzkrieg.
Australia's winning tactics were based on Julius Caesar's invasion of Britain.
Could we just have a quick look at the end of that clip again?
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
I know what this is. That's Shane giving the traditional Australian welcome to asylum seekers, isn't it?
How did you know?
Because you're a lovable nation.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think, Shane, we should congratulate, because someone told me before the show that you've taken over, is it over 400 wickets, is that right?
Yes, that's right,
Wow.
Jonathan. Geez, you've been doing your homework very well.
And how many of those were proper wickets and how many of those were English? And I think further congratulations with all them, because
Where do you keep them?
someone told me... Shane, is it true that due to your, let's face it, slightly flashy style, the tan...
Is that coming from you wearing
well,
that?
Well, yeah,
or?
I know, it takes one to see one, but you've got the fake tan going on there. You've got the plucked eyebrows. You've got the dye blonde hair. Is it true that your teammates, they call you Hollywood? Is that right?
I used to be called Hollywood, yeah.
What a great nickname, Hollywood. Let me ask Eastbourne here if he's ever been...
Sun Tzu, Adolf Hitler, Julius Caesar.
Sun Tzu's out of war.
OK, so you think Shane was telling the truth? Let's see if you're right. Yes.
What I want to know is how much of that 18-page document, the writings of Sun Tzu, you actually read when your coach slipped it under the door, if you'll pardon the expression.
Well, I did wake up and saw about 13 pages of notes, which is normally every day for John. Got them, opened the first page and went, Sun Tzu, rubbish, that's in the bin. Next one, bus time 8 o'clock, I'll keep that one.
He really should have given you the English translation, essentially.
Shane was bang on target, as ever. Australia's tactics are based on 5th century Chinese warlord Sun Tzu's seminal work, The Art of War. After they won the series last week, the Australian team actually burnt the bales in their hotel room to create their own ashes. First of all, they had to tape up all the smoke alarms, a trick they learnt from Phil Tufnell. Shane here took 31 wickets this summer after going on a crash diet to get fit. In fact, he drank only mineral water at Merv Hughes' wedding. That's incredible. Merv Hughes, married. Gary, Rory and Shane, it's the finest defender in the world for you, Dutchman Jaap Stam.
Can you... something about the eye of a needle, I think. Challenged though by Stam. Stam ends another moment of hope.
Now, just a week into the season, Alex Ferguson surprisingly sold his star centre-back to Lazio, but of course, he had a very good reason. What was it, David's team?
Jaap Stam was sold by Man United because he wrote a very naughty book.
Jaap Stam was sold by Manchester United because Alex Ferguson thought a back four containing Phil Neville and Mikhail Silvestre would be better off without the world's best centre-back.
Jaap Stam was sold by Man United because Alex Ferguson has finally gone mad.
You've written a book, haven't you?
Yes, I'm just doing a book at the moment. Been over in England for a week promoting the book.
And what's your book called?
I thought about it long and hard and came up with something I thought was pretty original.
What's that?
My autobiography.
And who's it by?
Let me think. I'm not sure.
That is just shameless plugging, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is just shameless.
Yeah. Plug something.
Well, I haven't written a book because I was too busy writing these shows I'll be performing at the Ambassador's Theatre from the 10th to the 22nd of September.
Have you finished this book then, have you, Shane?
Yes. No, it's all going very well. The people have been coming all over the country, which has been fantastic.
That's always good news.
They've been turning up for signing sessions.
Sounds like my kind of book.
Sounds like my kind of book, sure.
No, they've been turning up, which has been wonderful. Thank you. Yes.
I think what was yours, Ed?
There's no point looking in my eye, by the way, because I actually don't know if I've got the right answer or not. I haven't actually
So it
told
can't
me.
be you. They would have told you if you had the right answer. They would have told you.
David.
David.
Okay, so you think David is telling the truth? Let's see. So David had it right, although I'd have accepted all three, frankly. We're asked to believe that Stam was sold for purely footballing reasons in the same week that his book was published. Among other Stam revelations was the fact that Gary and Phil Neville are busy little c***s. They're always the first to arrive for everything, whether it's training, meetings or away matches. Yes, first to arrive for everything except the ball. And at the end of that round, David's team have 6 points and Gary's team have 6 points. It's our excuses round now, Gary's team. Here are the closing moments of the triangular one-day tournament when Australia beat Pakistan in the final at Lord's.
Well, there's a big shot from Adam Gilchrist. 1 run to win. And there it is, full toss from Mahmood. 4 runs, Adam Gilchrist.
Now, psychologists have finally discovered the real reason why Australia always win everything and England, Pakistan and the rest lose. So what is it?
Is it because they're all non-drinking, non-smoking, finely honed athletes, Shane?
Yes. And the fact that they're descended from convicts makes them run really fast.
Well, it's hard with chains around our ankles, so that was tough.
And there are no distractions in Australia, are there, like culture and things like that?
England have been on the right track. They've been playing okay. I think we outplayed in this series, but...
Don't patronise us.
Sam, do you mind me pointing someone out?
Go for it, mate.
You look a bit gay.
Yeah.
Don't go to Old Compton Street on your own. That's all.
What about you and I come and we'll hold hands and walk down there?
Yeah, but you see, I'm beyond gay.
So true.
I've gone food gay and out the other side.
That smarts.
If the two of you were to walk along Old Compton Street together, you would look like one of his clients.
We just look like him. What a lovely couple. Everyone's saying it. I'm the only one who's got the courage and is friend enough, Joe, and I consider myself a close friend now.
Yep.
I'll tell you to your face.
Well, you've finished it, so let's get out the back. We'll just sort this thing out, Jonathan.
There you go. He's admitted to it now.
I'm sorry, I'm coming out of the closet. I'm finally coming out of the closet.
If only I had the cash.
Oh, no, exactly.
Shane, I should tell you, Jonathan says this to every single guest we have, so don't worry about it. It's not just you.
That makes me feel better.
Although this time he meant it.
I've got no idea. The only thing I do is stab in the dark.
Don't start again.
That's what I'm going to do to Jonathan. I'm going to do that to Jonathan.
Gates are open.
I'll say the colour, yellow, because we're yellow.
Is the correct answer for 3 points.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
According to British psychologists, sports people perform better when wearing yellow than any other colour. Blue, as worn by England's one-day team, is the worst colour of all, whereas green, the colour of Pakistan's uniform, tends to make sportsmen over-relax. If only David Garrett had a yellow rinse instead of a blue one, we'd have won all those test matches. And it works brilliantly in the Tour de France. A bloke in yellow always wins that. David's team, it's the recent World Athletics Championships in Edmonton for you, and yet another disaster for the British sprint relay team.
Christian Martin's on a good bend, and young John Barber will get the baton in the lead just about. I can't believe that. And for Great Britain, it's déjà vu.
Now, it obviously wasn't the British team's fault that they failed to pass the baton. We've actually found 7 excuses given for the debacle. We want 2 of them for the 3 points.
Is it just that being black and living in Britain, they have an innate fear of batons? Morning, Bill Elton. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank God for last Saturday's magnificent victory against Germany. Otherwise, apart from that, up until now, it's been pretty poor for British sport, hasn't it? It had been terrible. Up until that moment, I believe that the lead runners for Sports Personnel of the Year had been the bloke out of Score in the Daily Mirror and a pot of glue that used to be Shergar. Speaking as an amateur psychologist, there's a lot in common with the relay and the epidemic of wife swapping which is sweeping the countryside. If you see the man running as the husband and the baton as his good lady wife, he passes it from one to the other. Now, I have never been to a swingers party, I hasten to add, despite the many, many phone calls of invitation that come my way on an almost daily basis from the Lineker household. However...
Why did I see that one go?
Not because you made the phone calls.
They hadn't trained together, they hadn't spent enough time together, darling.
Yeah, I'll give you that as 1. I'll give you that as 1.
What excuses do you use, David, when you lost test matches?
Well, the other mob are better.
No, that doesn't work if you've dropped the baton.
Yeah.
You can't drop the baton because the guy next to you passed the baton really well. I was so dazzled.
Some of them were involved in other events, was that part of it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you 3 points. Yeah, that was one of them as well. Yes, the reasons in full were: 1, the World Championship came too soon after the Olympics; 2, the sprinting coach didn't fly out with the team; 3, the runners were too tired after their individual events to perform; 4, in terms of depth, we're too shallow; 5, it's difficult to get the team together to practice; 6, they thought they had so much experience they didn't need as much practice as other teams; 7, the team didn't actually practice at all. So let's get this straight. For the second major championship running, we failed at the vital discipline of not dropping a stick. Something even the Queen Mum can manage, and she's got 2. At the end of that round, David's team have 9 points, and Gary's team have 9 points. Time now for our regulars to flanch around in the dark as we play our Feely round. And this week, as a tribute to Sven-Göran Eriksson, we're going to play Feel the Animal. It's David and Jonathan first this week, if you'd like to. I've got it. Feel the Animal.
David, I've got very high hopes for this week.
Let's go and feel Jonathan for a while.
You know they always try and tie it into something topical to do with what's going on in the sports world, David, okay?
Yep.
And I've got the feeling, and what's the big name in sport this week? It's Sven. Sven wouldn't come on.
Well, Nick's just said that.
I'm hopeful of that Italian girlfriend that he's something.
It's a snake.
And can we have our first mystery guest, please?
Settle. David, I heard him go arse, so it must be quite small and cute.
That's what I felt, yeah.
OK, and your time starts now.
I think I've got the front end.
I see.
Oh, is
That's unlike you.
Is it Christine Hamilton?
Is it Christine Hamilton?
She's sitting on
It
your
looks
face
like
back there,
Christine
David.
from here.
Hang on. I've got a lizard. Got a lizard here somewhere.
What's this bit going over here? It's sort of a ball.
It's
an Oompa Loompa.
Is it the one wearing the Newcastle United strip?
Yes.
Well, it's the zebra then.
Here's a correct answer.
She'd look great above your fireplace, wouldn't she? You've got one gap left. have you got your blunderbuss with
Shame
you?
on you. Shame on you.
OK, thank you very much, gentlemen.
I can't believe we got a zebra into a TV studio and it didn't even shit on the floor.
Gary and Rory, to your places, please. It might be a llama, it might not. Can we have our second mystery beast, please?
It's my birthday, yeah. It's going to be good. This is going to be great.
OK, gentlemen.
Hold on. Shane, if you're watching, put a video in now.
Oh, my God.
It's going to go mental when it realises you're wearing its ante.
It's a bit of a giveaway.
Oh, no.
Calm down.
What is it?
Wait. Now, when you come to fill this particular...
scared.
You're going to have to go down low. Be careful not to tread on it. And your time... and your time... Your time starts now.
Rory, a second. Rory, it's fine. It's only little.
Get on. I'm not getting anywhere near anything.
Shane?
Yeah?
Do you want to help us with this?
Pig's ass. I mean, no way. I'm getting up there.
Hang on. Hang on.
No way. I'm not touching a pig's ass.
I'm getting it. I've got it. Wait.
I tell you what, I hope it wants to mate.
I've got it.
Come on.
I've got it, Gary.
What is it?
Come on.
Gary, I've got it.
Come on.
It's a mosquito.
Come on.
There we are.
You haven't... All right, thank you very much to the alligator.
Thanks, alligator.
You big pair of Jessies.
I should get 3 points for bravery. I would have thought.
But it's not brave if you've got a blindfold on. The moment the blindfold came off, they're both pissed off.
What?
They get no points for cowardice.
Let me ask me that.
That was one of your better throws as well, David. At the end of that round, Gary's team have 9 points and David's team have 12. And we can now see that round again using Terry Venable's Pro Zone. Here are Gary and Rory coming out, taking their positions and going back again. It makes it all that much clearer, doesn't it? We draw proceedings to a close by playing the name game. The leaders goes first, which is David's team. Could you please, Ed, pass those along to Jonathan? As many names as you can in 90 seconds, starting now.
OK, ye is thou Lord our Father, the new... the man, yeah, go, OK. Second one is, it's a noise that Jerry Halliwell's dog makes. It's also the noise that Jerry Halliwell
Yep,
makes.
Stan,
yeah,
well.
there you go. And the second, yeah, well,
Stan,
Stan, well done. Okay, he must be American with them like that. It's if you were an American, you called your daddy, you would say you wouldn't call him daddy, you'd call him Pop. And a second name, if you got horribly something very hot on you, it would be a
Burned.
Pop burned. Okay, this one is the gay fella sitting over there.
Rory, get it, Shane.
Shane Warne, there you go. Okay, this one. If you were South African or Australian, you'd come home, and if someone had, if there'd been an incendiary incident in your domicile, you would say, "Oh
Arson.
no, look at my, it's been
Burnt.
burnt, and it's my where I live is my
house.
Me burnt house. That's it. Okay."
You're almost there, aren't you?
There was a series of films. There's two of them so far. The first one had Buzz and Woody in. The second one had Buzz
Toy
and
Story.
Woody. Toy. Thank you very much. Also, the name of that Filipino girl you've been seeing, I believe. Remember the DJ, Alan something Freeman. Fluff, and the second name is a caddy.
Showing our age now.
The first part of his name is Moo. One who does that.
Cow.
Okay, and the second part is Anne, so it's Fluff Cowan. Okay. If you were in the Dickens book and you wanted some more gruel, and you said, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" Your name would be okay. The second name, back in the '60s, this was considered a very fine idea.
Oliver, have sex with everybody.
Free love.
Oh, say no more.
I think we may have to take 1 point off for the Fluff Cow. I'm sorry.
Wave-faced poltroon.
That's me. So you're on to 18, which means that 10 will win it for you. You can pass those to Rory, please.
Come on, Rory.
And your time starts now.
Hat-trick hero, not Jeff Hurst.
Michael Owen.
Tactics truck driver.
Andy Townsend.
It was one of the flop in the team, the relay team. You know, his surname is the description of the second westerlymost county in England.
Devonish. Morley.
You're very good. Same name as me, plays with you.
Rory.
No, surname, you tosser.
Yeah, Glenn McGrath, yep.
First name, nice one.
Cyril.
Second name, you know what you do to lollipops?
You lick them.
Thank you, that's better. Giles, I think it was a tennis player called something Giles, wasn't there? As a sports... No, not...
Croft.
Croft, that's right, Croft.
Yeah, there was. Isabel.
You smell of alligators. Annabelle is very clear. And you know what you do when you're not licking or sucking? What does the wind do? What does the wind do?
Blowing.
Very good. This is an extinct bird.
Dodo.
Dodo, yes,
Good.
yes.
This is...
Is that it?
Yeah. It's very similar to the last one, remember that? And it's what doggies do this, yes, that's right.
So, Gary's team have 17 points, but this week's winners is David's team with 18. Thanks to Gary, Rory and Shane, David, Jonathan and Ed. We're all off to enjoy it while it lasts. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.
They think it's all over, same time, 9:30 next Friday. Ruby Wax and Lee Evans with Patrick Kilty live in 35 minutes on BBC One after the news.